Shanti. It is February 5th, 2009. Today was my weigh-in day, and I weighed in at 172.6. Oh my god. For Truly Jess's 15-pound challenge, I will put in the weight here. That means I've lost a total of 3.8 pounds thus far on the 15-pound challenge, which blows my mind. So total of 3.8 on Truly Jess's challenge, and that also means I've had 2 weeks in a row of like significant losses, meaning over a pound. 2.2 last time and 1.6 this time. I don't think that I've had continuous losses like that since the last Survivor Fitness Challenge, really. Speaking of which, if you haven't seen the trailer already, I will put a link to it over here, but the Survivor Fitness Challenge is coming back. If you weren't around last time, I'll give you a little brief summary. The Survivor Fitness Challenge was something that was put on Jason T. Bossbone's channel. It was 5 weeks of intense competition, and there's a deadline every week for when your videos due. The videos are judged. There are eliminations. It's like a TV show but on YouTube. It's fucking rad, and I was really fortunate enough to be a contestant last year. So I was on Team 4, Pick Wadawog, and I was with some really awesome people. That's how I met like everybody. Before I did the Survivor Fitness Challenge, I was just a person doing videos on YouTube. And after the challenge, I really knew everyone because I met so many people through the challenge, through comments, new people watching my videos, and then me watching other videos. Anyway, it's lots of weeks. There are teams, there are eliminations, there are immunities and things. It's really rad. And I ended up making it to round 4, not the final round, but the round before the final round when like everybody was cut and I was one that was cut, and I don't blame them for cutting me because that week I had just totally done my best to like not fail, but it was really, really hard because I was so out of it. So it was incredibly fun. The cash prize, $670 at the end of it all, went to Christine0002, who you've probably seen around. She's lost almost 100 pounds. She's a phenomenal girl, and you must know who she is by now. And she used her winnings to buy herself a completely rad scale that does a bunch of fancy stuff. And she bought a plane ticket out to California to meet up with all of us YouTube weight loss people last winter, Christmas, when we went to California. This year, Jason came to me and said, I would be honored if you would be a judge for the SFC. And I went, oh my fucking God, I would be honored to be a judge. So of course, yes, I said yes. So I am the 4th judge this year. So there'll be the same people and me. It's going to be very cool, and I'm super excited. So, yay! So if you don't follow Jason T. Bossbone and you're interested in the SFC, I recommend that you sub to him or at least check his page all the time, because it's going to be over there where all the information is put and recorded and all the video responses are going to happen over there. That's where all the action happens. Yeah. And this week I have 3 things I want to address. Ooh, look what I got. Obama! I got a t-shirt from moveon.org because I donate a lot and I volunteer. So, very cool, very exciting. I'm psyched, and you can see my sexy Phil t-shirt. When I was heavier, I never wore t-shirts. Isn't that weird? But it's like the heavier I was, the more fancy I felt I had to dress in order to look presentable to people. So my closet is filled with a bunch of glitzy, expensive, nice stuff. And it seems the thinner I get, the more I don't mind wearing just t-shirt and jeans, because I think I look hot in t-shirt and jeans, whereas beforehand I never thought I looked hot. Anyway, so I have 4 t-shirts now. I'm very excited. I have the Philip DeFranco one, the Obama one, and then I've got 2 from XKCD, which I've had for a long time. If you don't know what XKCD is, just in the sidebar. It's so awesome. Okay, first of all, there was a question about my life journal. They asked, how do you set this up? Well, it's not that hard. It's just a notebook where I have set up days, and on one side is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and on the other side is Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday down at the bottom. And how did I determine the categories? They're just the 6 areas of my life where I want to make sure I do every day. So the first one is work, which is Marshalla Speech and Language and the Oral Motor Institute, and anything else I do for my mom. That's like my main business at home. Number 2 is exercise. Number 3 is like personal cultivation, reading, studying, taking a free online class just because I want to. There's a lot of colleges now that do that. You can audit online. Going to the museum or watching a documentary or meditating or something, doing something which is cultivating me spiritually, emotionally, mentally, academically, somehow growing who I am. And it has to be at least a half an hour. So that's what that star is for. Cleaning the house or organizing. This can be as simple as walking around the house and picking up all the little things. And then it can be as complex as like I'm going to do all the laundry and all the dishes and vacuum the floors and whatever. Just as long as I clean at least 15 minutes a day. My apartment, I'm a neat freak, and anybody who walked in here right now, I say it's messy, they would say it's really clean, but, you know, I need to devote time to that. The last one is blogs and businesses. I have 3 businesses outside of the 2 I run for my mom. My web design and graphic design company, my marketing and branding company, and then all my blogs, Antishay Finance, Antishay Weightloss. All that must be attended to, takes several hours a day, so if I work on those, I'm good. And then the last little one, creativity, that's just really important to me. I mean, I am a painter, I am a sketch artist, I am a clothing designer. I want to get into pottery again. I want to get into interior design, and I want to learn watercolor and silk painting. I'm still learning how to knit. I crochet sometimes. So creativity just means doing something out of all those creative things, because I don't give any energy to that right now. Basically, business has taken over my life to the point where I don't have those creative outlets. So those are my categories, and you can pick any categories that are important to you. If you just want to always be getting in, you know, work, water, exercise, and make sure you contact a friend every day, you know, stay in contact with family and friends, whatever is important to you. It's not that complex. So that's how I've set mine up, but you have to set your own guidelines and your own priorities. It's basically based on your value system. You know, what's important to you in life. Your goals and what you do every day should be your values. What is that quote? Oh, there's a really good quote, which is, I'm going to forget it now. It's something like, a man is not judged by what he says he's going to do. He's judged by what he does. Something like that. Oh, God, I forget the quote. Somebody comment because they left it for me before. Anyway, it's basically that. What are your values, and what are you actually doing to pursue those values? Because you can say, you can say exercise and healthy eating are really important to me until you're blue in the face. But unless you're actually exercising and eating healthy, it's obvious they're not that important to you. You could say that my work is really important to me, and yet if you look at the computer at your work, are you working or are you visiting blogs and playing solitaire and whatever all day? Walking the walk versus talking the talk, right? So that notebook is based on my values. Those are the 6 categories of my life which are very important to me, and I want to be walking the walk and actually doing them, rather than just saying I'm a really creative person and I dedicate my life to art. Well, obviously I don't. Actually, what I really do is dedicate my life to business and making money, which is not so bad, but it seems a little shallow. Granted, I love the businesses I run, and they all serve people, so I'm serving the planet all day, every day, but nonetheless, it's business, and I would like to have the side of me. And finally, I was really inspired by Sarzi to buy some books. She was talking about, how educating yourself in the areas which relate to your weight loss is going to be really beneficial. And I don't remember the video exactly, it was a while ago, but I thought, you know what, you're right. I had about $75 worth of books on Amazon that I just sort of had there, like, someday I'll buy these and read these. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to buy them and schedule them in and read them. So of course, I got 2 categories of books, and I don't even have all of them yet. I'm still waiting for like 4 to come in. But I got some books which I recommend to people all the time because I know so much about them and I've never actually read them. So I got Rich Dad, Poor Dad, 48 Days to the Work You Love by Dan Miller. And he has an even better book now, No More Mondays, which is phenomenal. And I've read it off and on in bookstores. I've never actually read it. And then The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And then in the health and weight loss part, I got The Art of Cycling, A Guide to Bicycling in the 21st Century America. It's all about safety and how to be a cyclist in the city, basically. 14 Foods That Will Change Your Life, Superfoods. And this was recommended to me by several viewers, and I finally said, okay, I'll get it. And then this book, another one that has been recommended to me a lot, In Defense of Food, An Eater's Manifesto. It talks about how food has changed and how food manufacturing has changed and why we need to eat organic, and food is no longer what it used to be. It's a manufactured thing as opposed to a natural thing. So I'm excited to read these books. So as the rest come in, because I bought a bunch, I will show them to you. So I rambled on way too long. I've got to cut this down a lot. Thank you so much for watching. Lost 1.6 this week, which is rad. And tomorrow I will have a grocery haul for you.